It's time for another resin experiment, and this time I'm using bacon. Now whenever I do a food in resin episode, there's always a top comment where someone suggests that I try bacon. Now the reason that's such a popular comment is that everyone wants to see if the heat that's generated by the curing resin can actually cook the bacon. Now we know from my past experiments that resin can reach a temperature of 160 degrees Celsius or 320 Fahrenheit. Now is that going to be enough to cook this bacon? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out, and that's to give it a go. Now the container I'm using for this one holds 1 litre, which should be more than enough to generate some serious heat. Now I do plan on keeping this lid on, so the first thing I need to do is drill myself some holes. That one's for the fishing line. I wonder if you could use bacon as bait. Do you reckon it'd work? Or do you think you'd just catch catfish? So now that our bacon's ready, it's time to mix up our resin. Now the reason I can generate so much heat from my resin is that I'm mixing up way more than the manufacturer's recommendations. Let's hope I can pour through these holes without spilling it. Looks like I'm a little short on the resin, so I'm just going to drop down this fishing line. Okay, now that that's done, let's get it in the pressure pot so we can watch it on POTCAM. Now before I pump this full of air, I want you to pause this video and let me know your predictions. Do you think it will cook, or do you think it'll just be a big mess? Well, it's now the next day and it's time to let the air out of the pot. Now normally you'd see me connect this hose so I can direct the air out of my workshop, but I'm really curious to know whether the air in here smells like cooked bacon. I can't smell any bacon. It actually smells quite bad. I'm going to stick my hose on. Wow. Oh man, I hope you guys got a really good pot cam, because this looks unbelievable. Now before I go taking this out so we can have a closer look, I want to go watch POTCAM. I want to know what you guys saw. Wow, what a cool POTCAM. It was so awesome to see the bacon sizzling around that 20-minute mark, and it looks like it lasted for about 15 minutes. Now I'm going to take it out of the container so we can have a closer look, but I reckon it's going to get a bit greasy, because all these air pockets down here I think are filled with oil. Yep, I'm right, filled with oil. But that smells like bacon. Now it did have a bit of bacon exposed on the top here, and after feeling it, it's all nice and crispy. And it looks like we've trapped some oil inside these resin bubbles. Well, now that I've finished cleaning it up, it's time to have a closer look. But before I do that, if you guys know of any food that might cook in resin, let me know and we can give it a go. Now let's check it out. Well, that's it for this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please let me know by hitting the like button. Also, if you know someone else that might like it, please share this video with them. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you next time.